goodness.
You should let your eyes do that. I'm just gonna not tell you when I start recording. Or if I've even started already.
The snow method.
Ah, yes. Mwahaha.
Just at the end of session, you say, "Oh yeah, by the way, I've been recording this whole thing."
Delusional.
I mean, isn't that the idea?
Important question before I post another joke name. How far are you in Avatar? Okay, then I won't make the joke I was gonna make. Well, I was gonna make a joke.
Yeah, we're gonna go all the way to halfway through book 3.
Yeah.
Oh no, I'm not gonna bother you with that, DD.
I'm up for watching
Yeah.
it again.
I'm up for it. We're gonna do it.
It's like 16 hours of content.
And?
Oh.
Yeah.
I picked Destiny because the new season just came out and I want to play video games.
Could play Don't Starve together. Yeah, but I gotta go to sleep. What?
Just play in your sleep, easy.
Hibiscus? Is that you?
I don't know. I mean, I just mute and unmute myself. That's what I'm doing right now.
That's probably smart. Also, I want to apologize to all my viewers at home that'll get this video when it comes out in several months. No. I did want to say that I am sorry that I've not, done enough video things. I'm gonna try to push more Merc Blues videos soon. Okay.
Content.
Content! We gotta get all those YouTube subscriptions.
Ring that bell.
Smash that like button.
Rate, comment, and subscribe.
Links in.
Now I'm just uncomfortable.
Links in the doobly doo.
I do kind of like that one.
There are no links in the doodly-doo.
Subscribe to our Patreon. $1 a month. You get.
As far as I'm aware, Wheezy Waiter.
Do you think we could do that?
Why did I encourage
Do you
this?
think we could have a server Patreon and it's just $1 a month you get a special role? And it's the money gets collectively split between the moderators so they all get 10 cents.
Okay, so here's the thing I could get behind. If we do that and then it's get OC, like a better Roll20 account or something.
Yeah, no, I'd be down for that.
There are some resources that I could see it being worth doing that kind of thing for.
I also just think it'd be really funny if every moderator got 10 cents a month for some reason they weren't aware of. We don't advertise the Patreon. We say it once somewhere in one of the tabletop chats.
We just have it.
It just goes to their PayPal from an anonymous account.
Just have it set up as a link to just imagining a thing. It's just hey, why do I keep getting? Are any of the other moderators? Wait, no, wait. It'd be even better because they wouldn't know unless the news broke, right? So somebody would just be huh, that's funny. I got 10 cents just now. And then another mod would be wait, I also just got 10 cents. And then, and then there'd be a slow collective realization that brings them to the YouTube page where they check the about section and there's a Patreon now.
No. See, I like the idea that it's not on the YouTube page. It's in some random video.
Yeah, it's
in the doobly-doo.
It's not easy to find.
It's not even in the description. It's halfway through one of the Mercenary Blues videos. There's just giant link flashed on screen.
This Mercenary Blues video.
Oh no. What have you done?
jeez.
And to my knowledge, I think Wheezy Waiter is the channel that coined the phrase or the term doobly-doo.
I
This
just
is
know
a channel.
it from
Mother's Basement.
no.
It's the only other channel I can think of that uses it.
I'm trying to think. I want to say like, wait, no, who was it? It was the It's Okay to Be Smart.
Ah,
I think that guy does it.
more people should watch Wheezy Waiter. That's good times.
I have no idea who that is.
Yeah, it sounds like a good idea. If you like them, I will probably like them. Anyway, this session was recorded in front of a dead studio audience. No animals were hurt in the making of this video.
Oh no.
Strick.
Yes.
His logo.
It used to be a live studio audience.
Oh no. Undead studio audience.
That's
That would be
a great concept. Like a necromancer bard that like stuffs their like stadium full of corpses.
Oh god, no, better idea. Necromancer bard who brings around their own laugh track.
Ah! If anybody every time they kill somebody, like their voice gets added to the laugh
every
track.
time. Oh god, that sounds horrifying.
Wait, necromancer / bard, so that they can play instruments through their zombies, and they play the Seinfeld theme every time they kill someone.
Wait, would a
That could be
necro
pretty good.
would a necromancer bard play the trombone?
Get out of here, Sans.
Okay.
Gonna have to execute somebody else today.
And what was your joke?
Whose joke?
Okay, we
Yours.
should probably like
Yeah, we
start
should.
now.
Yeah.
Anyway, vibes have
Probably.
been checked. Session
Oh,
a go.
Okay, welcome back.
Yay!
Sorry.
Woo! No apologies allowed.
Plunger.
What happened?
And there was
Okay.
much rejoicing. Yay!
Oh,
Alright, let me see if I can do a good summary.
We're starting now.
So you escaped from Ba and rescued Scarlet Shiv, and you stole like the flagship
Their
of
flagship,
Ba.
yeah.
And while you were traveling in hyperdrive, there was a really convoluted thing where a bunch of people still in the ship when you stole it took control of the hyperdrive and threatened to kill everybody. And then you just kind of shot them.
Hey, we didn't shoot.
Okay,
We
well
gave
they
them
offered to
choice.
get shot, and then you shot them.
Yeah.
I was prepared to leave them off at like the next location, and they said no.
Also, we got a friend.
We convinced them to not kill everyone, and then most of them opted for death anyway.
Well, no. I think we stalled them out through talking until someone could finally like counterspell the explosive rune they'd placed,
Oh yeah, that was one of the things.
and then they had no leverage anymore. And that's when it's like, okay, we can leave you somewhere, and they're like, no, and then we shot them, or I guess I shot them.
Death or
Hey.
glory.
Hemlock didn't die.
Yeah. And I equal parts appreciate and am concerned by that fact.
Hemlock's good. I look forward to see. We have a new friend. I think they're a sheep, right?
Yeah. Pretty sure.
Sheep friend who is mute. Add to the mute party. And
They're not necessarily mute. They could just be not talking to us.
that would be rude of
Perhaps
them.
you don't really know.
Maybe they're just the type that is, the silent type. I could get it.
They haven't said anything at all.
That's fine.
Alright,
That's their
anyways, you exited hyperspace right outside the orbit of the planet Mother and Father, and we start off with you guys probably looking over the pile of corpses you have now.
Right. That was a thing.
Out of character, I think jettisoning them into space is a good idea.
See, I wanted
I
to try and
mean-
do, like funeral rites for them.
Yeah, wait,
At least,
didn't
I
we
mean,
say that we
At
were
least, like,
doing
a basic
something?
version.
I thought we said we did some sort of funeral thing. I remember
I don't
hearing
know.
funeral
I don't know if we
rites.
actually see. I don't know if we actually did that or if we were
You
just talking
discussed
about
it.
and then the session ended.
I'll just say you discussed it for the sake of simplicity, but you didn't actually do anything yet.
Okay, fair.
Yeah,
sounds
Hedera
viable.
would just like to start on that if she can, actually.
Yeah, I believe jettisoning them is the end of that part because that's how
Yeah.
a space funeral do.
Part of space burial.
And the alpaca are all probably used to doing that, just not so many at once.
Yeah.
I mean,
Look, sometimes catastrophes happen. Wait.
Space
Literally,
There was this one time,
literally
At
our
band camp.
family was that, wasn't it? They all.
and then there were only 3 of you left. Yeah.
I mean, they got jettisoned. Maybe it wasn't a funeral rite jettisoned, but
Oh, they
Yeah,
jettisoned
I'm-
intentionally and not into the vacuum of space.
So yeah, I'm doing funeral rites.
Yeah.
I'm assuming I can
Mel,
do something in that regard.
Mel will help you because she's probably like helped with other space funerals before. Not like being in charge of them or anything, but
Been present for it.
being helpful.
This is probably the time where where Strick is doing lab stuff with the new assistant.
yay.
That would make sense.
Screw those bodies.
Oh no.
I was expecting Strick comes out after the fact. What do you mean you got rid of all the bodies?
I needed those. Well, except, hang on, they're dead, which makes them not.
Yeah,
great.
Strick prefers them not dead.
Yeah,
Or at
Which
least they're
is
more useful
entire-
not dead.
which is an entire different can of worms, but let's not go into that right now.
You opened this can of worms, now lie in it.
No.
Oh no!
What?
That line. I think Annis is going to be up in the brig.
I hope you mean the bridge.
Yes, that's the one.
Nope, the brig.
Is
Go
it
to
the brig?
jail.
Oh no! Annis has
You know
been
when
doing tax
you know when I
fraud.
said Strick was I was doing science stuff with her assistant. It's in the brig
Oh no!
with
I-
Annis.
Oh no!
Oh no.
Well, I feel like there's going to be another funeral today.
I
I don't know whose yet, but somebody.
mean,
Anyways,
Annis is she's gonna
Annis
be
is
up
going
on the
to the
bridge.
bridge.
Is anyone else there? I mean, she'd have said a couple words to like Mel and Hedera, but they're kind of taking care of that, and she would rather like help up there. I think.
When you get
thought
up to the bridge,
Scarlet was up there,
yeah, Scarlet is there.
and, like maybe Temuko.
Good bird.
And I think
Temuko was
Parsley's
still
probably,
in the Spice Merchant, I thought.
That's possible.
Parsley, I think, is making tea.
And his laser face is still attached to Timiko, as I recall.
Well, when Annis gets onto the bridge, you see Scarlet tending to the controls of the ship, and you see Laserface on top of another one of those gym scooters that Strick got around on. And it's just a head, and the two are awkwardly silent, and they seem to purposely not be talking to each other.
Well, then Annis is gonna kind of. I'm guessing there's nothing really around in sight. No other ships or anything. All the scanners normal.
Oh wait, I forgot. Also the two sheep officers that were in the bridge that Kem spat on that you guys didn't kill are still sulking in the corner.
Oh right, there's people up there.
I mean, all the other people are dead. These two are friends now. I've decided.
Okay,
What?
so
Ken has made it so.
Yes.
when you get up there, the female officer said, "So, did you kill all of them?"
No. But
Okay, so how many did you kill then?
All but one, but they wanted to die. And it wasn't me.
You
And
could have
this
just
kind of rubs the
locked
back
them
of her
up.
head. I mean, we asked if they wanted that. The decision was either we lock them up or drop them off, or yeah, they wanted to get shot, so Hedera did.
She's silent for a moment, trembling a bit.
We're not going
And
to hurt you.
so what are you going to do with us then?
Well, do you want to go?
Oh, that would be preferable. Not that I would expect any better from mercenaries scum like you.
Mm. Ennis kind of tilts her head. Scum already? But no, we could just drop you off at the next place we stop, or something.
And how do I know that you're not just going to drop us off at the nearest prison to be executed? I've heard the stories of what you bounty hunters do to people like me.
Well, are we... If we were going to drop you off at a prison, wouldn't it have made more sense for us to do that with the other people instead?
I, I, I don't know, but I don't trust you.
That's okay, but I have no reason to lie. Ernest then, I guess, is just going to kind of walk up between, like, Scarlet and Laserface. Unless the person has anything more to say. Also, I'm
She
concerned.
says just one thing.
Okay.
There's an encampment on Mother and Father. If you really care, you'll drop me and my subordinate off there. It's a Ba installation.
Hmm. Hmm. And if it's a trap?
There's no communications relay on this ship. It's little more than a chassis and an engine. There's not much I could do to set up a trap.
Ines simply replies, well, you could have some sort of code, but that's fair. I'll tell the others. I suppose that's where we're going next. Then.
Scarlet pipes up for a second. Are we really going there?
Do we have somewhere better to be?
Well, I mean, there's there's safer places to go.
Well, like...
Well, I don't know. I mean, I I don't know about you, but I don't. I personally don't think that, flying right into the base of the people we stole an entire ship from is exactly a good idea. I mean, I could probably handle myself uh, against a few guys like that, but I don't know about you. I mean, no offense, but I'm pretty sure before I was done with them, a few of you might be dead.
And this raises an eyebrow.
Hey, I said no offense, and come on.
Hmm. Well, either way, I wasn't planning on just dropping directly in. We're wearing their flagship, aren't we? We could always just drop a few miles away, give them a car, and then be done with it.
Well, how are they going to navigate? I'm pretty sure we're gonna have to drop them off directly if we're going to do it at all.
Hmm. Anos looks over to the sheep. Is this area, like, incredibly hilly, rocky, or otherwise impassable?
Not as far as I'm aware.
Do you think you could get there if you were several miles away and given a car?
Do you think I've ever... No, I'd probably get... No, I don't think so. Though I would certainly try if it meant getting away from you. Probably a better death than whatever you can give me.
Probably, but I won't give you that. Hmm. So, how armed is this base, then?
It's small, from what I remember.
Hmm.
There's not much left to fight over mother and father anymore.
Why is that?
It's... People fought over it for a while. It's just scorched now. It's not exactly a place anybody wants fighting over it just because they, just because they want it. Not that that's a bad thing, but it's not exactly hospitable.
Sounds ambitious.
Okay, and with that, we're gonna switch back to the rest of the party discussing funeral rites right now.
I don't think we're discussing them. We're just kind of doing them.
Ah,
Going through the motions.
Yeah.
all right. So just to
Whatever
be
kind
clear,
of
what's your
can
plan?
Whatever can be done while out in space and not actually knowing the people.
Well,
Standard arbitrary alpaca funeral rites.
You could
Pretty
burn
much.
them in the engine.
Maybe.
Mm,
I feel like immortalizing a corpse in the void of space is cooler, though.
Well, it's not really our decision, is the thing. It's the point is to try and be somewhat respectful to the deceased.
Yeah.
rather than just like whatever we think is awesome.
Well, I mean, yeah.
And
Okay.
I assume
being
between the
dumb.
two of us, we do have some knowledge on like what traditions might be considered that way.
And also, just because she has the capability, Mel is going to use mending on the on them to make them look a little nicer.
You can mend corpses.
How thoughtful.
Yeah, you can mend corpses.
I mean, they're
Or object.
I
They-
see.
they have a break or a tear in them now from gun wounds. Can totally fix the gun wounds. Just doesn't
Like
do
magic wounds, because it's
just doesn't do anything to help them other than
the
make
gun
them
is-
look nicer.
the gun is mechanically a staff.
Ah, gotcha.
Just making bang noises last time to be dramatic. Not actually what it sounded like.
Unfortunately, I don't know if I have anything prepared for staph infections.
Anyways,
Anyway,
so we're doing some impromptu funerals for the corpses.
yes, tidying them up, doing some rites over them, probably.
And then kind of disposing of them whatever ways are kind of appropriate to those rites.
Airlock, probably.
Probably. A good space funeral.
All right, they are ejected from one of the airlocks.
I don't know. Do you have druid craft? Are you able to make flowers?
Yes, actually. So maybe that is what happens. I'm sure that's involved, but I don't know. Again, I don't really want to make up that right now.
They deserve cantrips at least.
They are ejected from the airlock with some flowers, and you see eventually, and you see them slowly freeze up and wither in the vacuum of space as the bodies aimlessly float around, limbs splayed.
Mel watches sadly through the viewports just until they're out of view for a little bit. It's feeling
You-
kind of
Sorry.
conflicted about the whole thing.
I mean, Hedera's going to turn away as soon as the job is done, not wanting to actually look at them anymore after that.
All right, do you all head back to the bridge after that?
Sure.
Yeah.
Strick,
Can I-
are you?
Yeah, can I also head to the ridge?
Yeah,
can.
so Hetero would get there before Mel.
Well, I'll just start the conversation when you're all there.
Okay.
So yeah, Anna's just heard about the thing. Okay, wait, hold on.
The encampment on Mother and Father.
Strick will bring her assistant.
Yay, friend.
Yeah.
He sort of trudges along in the background, silent as usual.
And this will greet her friends as they enter.
The black sheep of the crew.
Oh. I see.
Heyo.
What's your name again?
Hemlock is his name.
Ah.
So,
Or at least that's what we're calling him.
mhm.
That's what Strick was named them.
Oh yeah, because they weren't speaking, so yeah.
Yes. I've had quite the time training a new assistant. Because I don't need anyone else.
Scarlet doesn't say anything.
Annis does though, saying it's good to have another friend, I suppose.
Mel is standing there trying to parse that sentiment. Training a new assistant because you don't need anybody else.
Hemlock.
The sheep tilts his head.
She points a tentacle towards them. That is the name I have given them. If anybody wants to introduce themselves, there you go. But they're not talkative.
Ennis raises an eyebrow. Well, I am Star Ennis.
Mel raises a hoof tentatively. You just call me Mel. Well, I'm Mel.
Oh.
She was about to say, "Call me Mel," before realizing, oh wait, he doesn't say anything.
Call me. Wait.
Call me on your cell phone.
Oh,
Call
no.
me, beat me if you want to reach me.
Anyway, Ennis will also add, the commanding sheep in the corner there wanted to be dropped off on a encampment on Mother and Father. Wait, is it on one or the other, or is it like both and I'm dumb?
It's just like both. They're collective.
They're referred to as a unit.
Because it's like two parts of the same planet anyways,
Yeah,
right?
I get you. Because the planet's cut in half. Right?
Yep.
Fun.
Okay, sounds reasonable enough.
The place itself is likely not very harmed, so it probably won't be a problem.
Where are these encampments?
Just near the the big rift in the middle. It's near there.
Okay. Should be obvious enough, I suppose.
Ennis will nod, and I guess touch the controls. And like,
Do they have
Are
any?
you?
Do they have any defenses?
You check the Oh wait, are you asking the?
Yeah, that was an in-character question.
Okay. Well, I mean, obviously they have a few.
All right, let me rephrase. Do they have any anti-ship defenses?
They didn't last time I checked. It's not exactly a big base.
All right, we could
Barely
probably
a
get
base
fairly
at
close
all,
then.
if you ask.
I'm thinking we sit down within visual distance, drop these two off, and then get out of there.
sounds good to me. Ennis will, like, start helping direct the ship that way.
Scarlet makes a quick side comment. Well, if you're sure. If you're really, really sure. I suppose it's not the worst of ideas.
As long as they can't shoot us down, we can make it work.
On the other hand,
Right.
that is the location of essentially a spying location. A facility for spying in neutral territory, correct? We could report it.
Well, it's not so much neutral territory as it is neutral because everyone's constantly shooting each other over it. More like contested is the way to think.
Yes, the point still stands. We now know the location of a bot facility. That information's somewhat valuable, if I recall.
Is it? The place doesn't sound very secret.
They didn't give us coordinates, so
Um,
I imagine.
well, that's not a bad point, I guess.
I imagine any of the Longma Empire that want to find this place likely could just by going there, in that area, looking around.
Whether they could or not isn't the point. It's whether they'll pay us for it or not.
Laserface from his gym scooter pipes up. Well, or we could just kill all of them and loot the bodies.
That's awful big talk for somebody who's just ahead.
That's also interesting discussion for someone who's supposedly one of their soldiers.
I'm a free spirit, lady. I do what I want.
Mm,
Well, I am opposed to that idea.
I feel like that's not a very good idea, yeah. Or yes. Ennis would say yes.
I mean, we don't even know if they have anything. You know what? Let's just go to the place, and whatever happens, happens. Okay? No killing yet.
Or we
I
can
agree
try
with
to
that.
see if there's some sort of escape pod on this ship, and then just send them back. Maybe they'll make it when they're 80.
Ennis looks concerned. I don't
Uh,
trust escape
If we're
pods.
doing that, we're flying closer.
And I don't trust escape pods. The whole reason we're going this direction is to avoid killing, so it'd probably be best if we did less of that.
Like, if we're starting to build a reputation little by little, we should probably have a reputation for keeping our word.
Ennis nods. Also, you can roll insight on her if you want.
Strick looks pretty annoyed at Ennis, but looks to Mel. I suppose that does make sense.
To balance out everything else that's happened so far. She looks around at the bridge and the ship in general.
I don't think it's a bad reputation we have right now.
It is with some.
It's
We literally pissed off the king of an entire nation.
Yes, which will mean that people will come to respect us if they don't.
Granted, that doesn't seem.
Disrespect what you're calling it.
Granted, that doesn't seem like much of a feat in his case. He's a little. He's weird. I didn't like him.
It seemed
I have a
like
feeling a lot of people don't like him if they've met him.
Probably not, but he is the authority there.
didn't seem like a very difficult feat either way.
I have plans on that.
Mm.
Well, in Strick's defense, I'm sure someone in one of the prison barges will turn an eye when they see the Bav flagship sitting down. That might be a cool publicity stunt if that's if that's the way we're going.
I don't think we can just show up in the Ba flagship and expect not to get shot to bits.
I feel like it's likely better to strip the ship for parts.
Well,
Or at
there
least
isn't.
figure it.
Well, I mean, we could always find a way to make it so that the ship shows clearly that we've stolen it. That way that the enemies of Ba don't attack us as they see us defamed and desecrated.
Should we, to that end, should we come up with a logo or emblem to represent ourselves as a whole?
What are we if we're doing that?
I still don't know what we
Do you
are.
really think we're even compatible enough to do something like that?
Oh no. Oh no.
Hmm.
And Hedera is the Kool-Aid man in this scenario. Oh yeah!
I could try to weave something.
Let's get these two where they need to be, and then we'll talk about it.
Fine. If you want to send the soldiers back to their master so that they can die on some other planet.
Yeah, well, that's their choice. Who am I to stop them from dying where they feel like dying?
Manus will fly in that direction. Or help fly in that
Hey.
direction.
Mel will assist since the ship is much larger than what we're used to.
Okay, make it an... Crap, I need to check what type of checks there are in...
I mean,
Intelligence?
we have actual like proficiency in piloting space vehicles.
Mhm.
No, I know, that's not what I'm doing a check on.
Ah, fair enough. Just
Give me a perception check, I guess, with advantage. Or
asking
just one of you.
Okay. I mean,
Do-
I could do it. That's kind of one of my specialties.
Do it.
Actually, I have advantage normally anyway, so
Double advantage.
Well,
Excellent.
it doesn't work that way. Let's just see what you get.
okay. Let's see. That's a one better than my first one. What's my modifier? What is my mod? Okay. 19.
Okay, as you approach the encampment,
Oh,
well,
we're already there?
you know, approach is kind of a strong word considering that, like, you passed it a few times before before it was pointed out to you by the officer. In sort of a gray field. It might have once been grass, but now it's ash. And next to a forest of dead trees, there is a small camp.
So, we're pushing them out the airlock, right?
Strick, no.
Only after we've touched ground.
And
I want them to survive the fall.
I wouldn't fall.
Alright, you land your warship with a tremendous thunk as the landing feet, at least the size of small buildings, touch down. And as you wait, actually, do you just send them out of the ship or do you accompany them?
I mean, I was planning to just send them out of the ship, unless
Yeah,
I
like
feel
just
like it's
leave
smart to
them.
just kind of drop them off.
No,
Moving
I
into the
think we're
camp is not a good idea. We're
basically
probably
what's like the best chances we can give them to make it there without us being there.
I don't think we particularly care what they do after they're off the ship.
Yeah.
I mean,
But I
we'll
also don't
probably
want to follow them in because
Well-
there's a bunch of people who will probably want to shoot at me there.
monitor the surface as we leave to make sure nothing is suddenly happening, but beyond that,
sounds like a good plan to me.
I forget. Did Cam forget the thing?
What thing?
The talking thing.
Oh no, we're working on that still, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that's still future plans.
The soundboard. There is a list. There's a list of things. I'm working on it. Also, legs for Strick eventually.
Okay. You send them out, and as you send them out, you can see sheep from the encampment, no weaponry, mind you, running towards the warship.
Why don't they have weaponry?
Are we sure they are military?
That's strange.
I don't try to think about what sheep do.
Dang.
The one in the lead, a rather elderly-looking sheep in a worn officer's uniform.
Wait,
runs
mages.
Sorry, what?
Strick goes, wait, mages.
Oh no!
They just what? You cut out.
She says, wait, mages.
Wait, mages. Well, except here's the thing, though. I feel like a mage would still come at us with like a group of soldiers, unless they're desperate enough that they don't have soldiers. So it's kind of either way. It's strange.
Either way, Strick is preparing her knife.
I'm not
That's
worried
fair.
about.
Like that I don't mind as long as you don't like shoot first.
I'm not worried
the
about
knife.
mages.
Okay, so the lead sheep, the officer sheep, runs up to the two officers that you had jettisoned from your vehicle, and he immediately pulls them into a great big hug. And then
Cam rushes forth and hugs as well.
Hmm.
Perfect.
you can't hear what the sheep says to Kem. But it's something. Sorry, that was
With
bad.
with 22 passive perception, can I hear what the sheep says to Cam?
There's no speakers on these, unfortunately, on these cameras.
Oh, distance. Okay. Oh, cameras. Gotcha.
Oh wait, are you watching from like the door?
Oh no,
or something?
I was gonna be. I'll note I was gonna be waiting by like whatever door we kind of booted them out from.
Yeah, that's what Ennis was going to do as well.
Yeah, no, that was me misunderstanding. Carry on. Ignore me.
In that case, the sheep sees the door, and after hugging his two friends, or whoever they are in relationship to this person, he goes up to the door and he knocks on it.
And I've seen they're unarmed, right?
Yes.
I'm gonna open it.
Cam's gonna rush and hug the, okay.
Yes.
Whoever the sheep is.
Thought this was a military encampment. Why don't you have weapons?
You are not the person I was expecting here.
Yeah, I would imagine so.
Yeah, we were. I was coerced into going along with this.
No, and well, seeing as you are in a bad ship, I was assuming there would be bad people inside.
No,
Are
only
you
the two.
are you the How do I put this delicately? Are you the people who?
Terrorists?
Well, are you the individuals who returned?
don't.
You probably don't want to ask that. It would be best if. Well, it would be best if I got to kill people, but I feel like no one else agrees with that.
Hmm.
I'm just gonna glare at Strick. You know, it's a lot easier to gather information if you let people talk.
What the?
So you're mercenaries then?
We're certainly not bomb military, if that's what you're wondering.
Well, it was a bit, but you did return my son and daughter to me unharmed, so it can't be all that bad, can you?
I hope.
I suppose time will tell.
Do you care to stay for a meal?
Hmm. I think that question kind of catches Annis off guard.
I'd actually catch a circle off guard too. You're serious?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, one act of kindness deserves another in return, my mother always said to me.
Well,
I'm a little tempted, but I'm not sure our
outs-
reputation with the bomb
Out-
military is super positive right now.
yeah, outside of all the other complications with that, I believe your military will be looking for this ship.
Will they now?
I mean, you were expecting officers.
It was theirs until a few days ago.
There was an event.
He said it. He said it's ours though. Now he said we can have it.
Do you like whisper that?
He's muttering it.
What will it take to catch that?
I know she's not like trying to be sneaky. She's like, but he said it was ours though.
Annis would.
Well, I haven't heard anything about that.
Annis will look at Mel and say, "I guess that's true.
Then I guess, I guess
It's not really
maybe it
public."
wasn't reported because it's ours now for some reason.
We don't
It was a
really
gift.
have a we don't have a line of communication with the capital or anything. We're just kind of out here.
Yeah, I imagine they didn't get the news.
Then why are you out here?
I'll tell you if you. I'll tell you over dinner.